What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It, the Anime and Manga Podcast, where we talk about anime and manga. Today, we're doing another One Piece chapter review. That's One Piece chapter 1086, titled The Five Elder Planets. Now, before we get into the chapter, we got another Shonen Jump cover for One Piece. One Piece got the cover. It's Garp, Luffy, and Kobe front and center on the Shonen Jump cover. Looking like kings, like goats. And then
Two goats.
we got another color spread. This one was actually a cover request. It was supposed to be Chopper and a kitty crossing the reflection of a rainbow they see in the puddle. But we got the Straw Hats minus Zoro and Jinbei playing in the rain, playing in the puddle after the rain. The puddle has a little rainbow in it. It's a nice, colorful, little funny little cover spread. Frankie riding on a bike through the puddle, trying to splash up. Good vibes, good vibes. Which tells
See
me
how he
that.
fits on that bike.
What'd you say?
I don't even know how he fits on that bike, but
On me, bro. That bike should be busted. Like
that's
that was on a tiny bike, bro. Hopefully this means that the Straw Hats are having a good time. So that's
yeah, chilling.
they won't die when we get back to Egghead.
No Zoro.
No Zoro, no Jinbei. I don't know where
Maybe
they
Zoro
are.
died on that head, man.
Nah. It can't be Zoro. It can't be Zoro.
Zoro.
He probably asleep.
Shit, probably.
All right, but let's get into this
All right,
chapter.
cool.
So before we even get into it, again, even though I said let's get into it, the five elder planets we know are the Gorosei, the five elders. But before, I think it was more like they were called the five elder stars or something like that. I don't think it was specified that they were the planets. But we get into why in this chapter. But I just wanted to point that out. I think it depends on translation. Um, but I think previously it was 500 planets. But anyway, we start the chapter off with the narrator on a big outward pan of Pangea Castle, and we get the narrator saying, "And so the curtains drew close on the reverie before the news of King Cobra's murder came to light." So the reverie ended before they even knew he was dead. We got Igaram in one panel looking for Vivi, crying, asking everybody, "Have you seen her? Have you seen her?" We got I can't remember bro's name. The guy who's the jackal. I can't remember his name. He's looking for the
L.
king. No, Pell is the bird.
Okay.
The birdie, but we do have him. We got Pell. We haven't had Pell in a minute. We got Pell in there. The jackal guy, I can't remember his name. He's not as important as Pell because Pell didn't tank a nuke. Uh,
Well, yeah. I'll take the dude. He did. Yeah.
Pell's godly. So anyway, we got them looking for the king, and then the narrator goes on to say we have a number of stowaways holding their breath as they attempt to escape on royal vassals. So, we got our stowaways. Of course, we got Vivi and Wapol, and they're actually hiding away on, let's see, a ship from the Aegis Kingdom. And we got Wapol talking to Morgans on a transponder snail, letting them know, like, hey, we're on the ship. We need help. We need to get, we need to get out of here. And Morgan's is basically like, okay, cool, we'll just stay there, and then we'll drop by. You'll have to sneak onto our ship. But this is basically telling us how Vivi and Wapo got to Morgan's. But I think this is also a kind of reveal. We know that Morgan's has spies, right? And this is kind of reveal that Wapo has like communications going with Morgan's.
The connections with them.
So yeah, right. So I'm thinking like if the reverie didn't go completely crazy, and it just went normal, I'm pretty sure Walpole would have been the guy that would have given all of that information to
Yeah.
Morgans. He's
Okay.
like an inside man for Morgans. And Morgans probably pays him or something like that. This is Walpole, so he has no scruples. Um, but Vivi asks Walpole, what exactly did you see? And Walpole's not going to tell her. Walpole's going
Shit, he is scared shitless, bro. He doesn't want
Yeah,
to say anything.
right. I mean, I can't blame him, but
Yep.
that's still crazy though, because that's her
They're
dad,
tracking
bro.
the phone. Yep. Yep.
But yeah,
But I mean, I wouldn't say anything either, man.
you would say
I don't care who it, because she doesn't even know like her dad was attacked.
that's what I mean, though. At least tell her
Like,
her
what?
pops is dead. You know what I mean? Because we see
Ah.
in this panel, she's like, "When you're done with that, let me use it because I got to talk to my dad because he's a
He's in the
warrior."
restroom. he is alive and well. Fuck no.
That's messed up, bro. That's messed up. Even now, she's worried. She's like, "My dad is gonna worry about me." Like, your dad is dead, bro. You can at least tell her that. Come on,
Yeah.
man. But she obviously she finds out. But yeah, that's messed up. That's messed up. We also get, if we move on to the next page, we get CP0 is out there looking for Vivi as well, showing pictures of Vivi, saying, have you seen this person? Um, and looks like other CP agents also looking for Sabo, asking around for Sabo. And we get on a ship to the, I don't know if it's Tajin or Tajini Kingdom, um, is Bonnie. So Bonnie stowawayed on that ship. And we get Sabo, of course, stowed away on the ship to Lelucia ship. And Sabo looks bad, bro.
Yeah, no, he only got hit once too, which is crazy.
He's on his last, like, bro is like suffering, bro.
Wait, is
He's
he actually suffering though, or is he just uh crying because Cobra
no,
died?
well, I think he's crying because of Sokovia died, of course, but like he's still suffering. Like he's breathing
Still looks like he
hard
got.
and he's
Yeah,
bleeding from like the face and the nose and he's bleeding from the side. Like bro took
he's
some
still beat up.
hits. Yeah. So I don't know if that means that whatever attack he took was like did that much damage, or it could be that his durability's trash. I mean, we don't know.
It could
Uh,
be trash their ability,
yeah,
because it seemed like Cobra was taking the same hits, and he's an old cancer man. So
that's true. That's true. But we also don't know if they attacked him more when he was trying to get away. Like we don't know,
yeah,
if he ran into anything more. But I feel like it would have showed it if he was. But anyway, he's like, if I can just make it to the Lucia, I know I can figure something out. And then he's remembering the last words of Cobra. I'm counting on you, Sabo. You must live on. And he starts to cry. And then we move on even further. The next page, the narrator says it didn't take long for the two key stories to spread across the globe: the murder of King Cobra of Alabasta and the disappearance of Vivi. And we go back to the Holy Land of Marija, and we have the Gorosei talking in the office. All five of the Gorosei, so Saturn hasn't left for Egghead at this point because it's just right after the Reverie basically. But they say the man they call Sabo. He seems to have a checkered fate. He's always constantly surrounded by these people who bear the name of D. Let's see, and they're talking about the whole Egghead issue with Vegapunk. Not really much to go on there. Stuff that we already know about. The stuff that we already knew that they knew about, basically. But then we get a ring on the transponder Snow, and it's Emu, of course. And Emu's in the Pangea Castle Flower Room, and she says the time has come to put Vegapunk's invention to the test. Use the Mother Flame. And the Gorosei are talking, oh yeah, you just want to like test it out on like a, empty piece of sea. And she's like, nah, use it
yeah.
on the Lucia Kingdom, bro.
She's like, get him now, bro. We're gonna use this now, which is
Destroy the entire
crazy.
kingdom. So this gives us confirmation that when Emu had crossed out Lucia Kingdom and it got freaking vaporized and there was nothing left, the thing that she used was an invention of Vegapunk. So Vegapunk
Yeah.
did invent whatever this was that
I think it's an
destroyed.
I think it's an ancient weapon.
I
Which
thought it was an ancient weapon at first, but if Vegapunk invented it, it can't be an ancient weapon, right?
I don't think he really invented it. I think he more fixed it up, and
Mm,
then that's how she used it. Yeah. I don't know why she
that
would say invention though. Which
yeah. But I mean, that does make more sense because I'm pretty sure everybody thought that it was, a
an ancient
ancient
weapon.
weapon Probably Uranus because it was all floating in the sky and whatnot. And I think that's the only one we haven't seen. Yeah, because we know we've seen Poseidon, and we know that Pluto or Pluton is a battleship. So I don't know. It maybe Pluton is a flying battleship. So I guess it
I
could.
mean,
But no, they were looking for the plans for Pluton. So I don't know if they have it yet, right? Because that's what they wanted
I don't
Frankie
think they
for.
have that.
Yeah, because that's what they wanted Frankie for, and Frankie burned it. So
He has it memorized though, right?
yeah, he has it memorized because
Crazy.
he's the goat.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but so it's probably Uranus, and I think it does make more sense that Vegapunk probably fixed it. Um,
He didn't know it.
yeah, I don't think
I doubt
Vegapunk
he
would have known
knew
what
it,
it was. Yeah, because if he knew
which
what
is
it was,
kind
I
of
don't.
unless he was forced to make it.
He could have been forced to
Because
make it.
I don't think he's that dumb. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
he's smart, but could be like dumb at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. We've seen that with Bonnie. So I don't
Yeah,
know, man.
yeah.
I don't think if Vegapunk would have done it of his own free will, especially if if he knew that this was the ancient weapon and like what it could do, I don't think he would have done it. Because we see, like in the cover stories that Vegapunk is all for peace. You know what I mean?
He's just making random stuff like tank statue flowers or
Yeah. So I know maybe we'll get some more info on that once we actually see it, because we still haven't even seen it. We've only seen its silhouette and what it could do. So. Um, But we move on. We get, Emu's like, use it on Leloucia. And Grosseir's like, there's a lot of people there. And she's like, I don't care, bro.
like, I don't give
blow,
a I don't care.
blow it up.
We'll
Blow
make
it up.
more.
A menace, bro. A menace. And one of them asks, what is the reason for Leloucia's selection? And Emu says, it's close proximity.
Which is
She says,
wild.
she is like, it's the
That's
closest one.
crazy. And they okay, so yeah, that's wild. It's like she doesn't care about anything at all. She just said it's close. I guess her real reason would be if Sabo was trying to escape the island, he'd probably go to the closest island. Or it could just be she's volatile and mad, so she's like, just let's destroy something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
yeah.
It could, yeah, I feel like honestly, either one of those is a good. I mean, because if it could be like a strategy or a tactician mind, where it's just like Sabo would go to Lucia, so we're gonna blow that one up. Or like you said, it could just be like Sabo got away, fucking Waffle got away, fucking Nefertari D Lily, blow that shit up,
Everybody
bro.
got away. Yeah, like
Just blow that
that's
shit
crazy.
up. It could just be that. We don't know.
Uh,
But we get that, and we also get, I guess, a flash forward slash flashback panel of Leloucia being destroyed. Um, but the most important thing about this page, in my opinion, is we finally get all the names and titles of all the
yeah.
Gorosei. So starting from the one that we got first at Egghead, we have from the Five Elder Planets, the Defense Science Warrior God, and they all have Warrior God in their title. So we have Defense Science Warrior God Saint J Garcia Saturn. So we already got this reveal earlier in Egghead. Um, so that's nothing new. The only new information here is that we now know that he's the defense science warrior god.
Yeah.
And then we move on to the next one. We have the environmental warrior god, Saint
Oh, okay.
Marcus Mars. And he's the really tall one with the long hair and the long beard and mustache.
I'm looking at their names, and it makes sense. Their names are all planets, or like a
Yeah.
play on word to be planets.
Hmm.
That may have something to do with what kind of power they have. So I'd probably have to look back at the silhouettes and see
I see.
how it connects to that planet.
I thought
Yeah.
about that, but yeah, I'm gonna actually have to do like some like research on it because
Yeah.
because they turned into like animal silhouettes. So it's like what animal I guess would be paired with a specific
I'd
planet.
say whatever like Roman, like I'm thinking like what Roman god like pairs with that animal. If that makes sense.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
I don't know if the Roman gods have like specific animals for them.
I think they would.
That may be a clue. Yeah.
That sounds like something. I know Mars is like Aries, so like god of
Yeah.
war. So
Uh,
like I feel like maybe that would be like a boar or something
a
like that.
warrior god. Yeah.
But
That's weird.
we'll move on. We get move on to the bald Gorosei with the big mustache and the birthmark on his forehead. The justice warrior god, Tothman Valkyrie. And the last, but no, not last, the next one, he's the bald one that has the Idai Kitetsu, the finance warrior god, Ethan Baron V. Nashjoro. And the last one, the agriculture warrior god, Shepherd Jew Peter. So that one's stupid.
Yeah. That's
All the
stupid.
other ones are cool, but that one's stupid. So yeah, we now confirm we have Saint Saturn, Saint Mars, Topman, not a saint. This is, I think no, he's not the only one, but this one doesn't have saint in the name. We have Topman Valkyrie, which is most likely Mercury in connection to the planets. And then of course, Ethan Baron, Venus Duro, which is Venus, and then Shepherd Jupiter, which is obviously Jupiter. So it's so stupid, bro.
And it's
So
interesting that the saints, like their names are like the actual planets.
yeah, yeah, that is interesting. The Saints are the names of actual planet. Oh, and then I think on this next, I don't know if this is next, but oh no, it's further on. But looking at the what's the word I'm looking for? The connection here between like the names and the planets or just the solar system, right? So here we have Saturn, Mars, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter, right? So that's five. And then if you look at the ancient weapons, we have Pluton, which would be Pluto. We have
Yep.
Poseidon, which I
Neptune,
the Neptune, and then we have
Uranus.
Uranus, which would be Uranus, right? So, and then we have the sun god Luffy in the center of it all, or the sun god Nika, I should say, even though Luffy is Nika. Uh,
That's crazy.
so what we, yeah, but what's missing here, though? What's missing?
Oh,
We have Earth. The Earth is missing. Gaia, however you want to say it, and we have the Moon.
I think. Well, if you think about the moon is like a really just like a small part of everything.
Yeah,
It's
but
just.
I
But I
mean,
know what you
so
mean.
is Pluto. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. So if anything, I think uh, Emu would be the Earth.
Emu
Obviously,
would be the Earth.
yeah. Obviously, Luffy is the sun,
Yeah,
which means his power probably trumps like everybody's at the peak.
yeah, that makes sense.
And if anybody would be the moon, it'd probably be Blackbeard.
You think Blackbeard? I think Emu might be the Moon.
Okay.
And the reason I think that is because of just like literally, it's just I don't know. I think it's like when a solar eclipse happened and the moon blocks out the sun and everything becomes dark. I think it's that kind of like imagery. You know what I mean? Like Emu is in
Yeah, but that's
control.
what. Yeah. Okay, I see that.
The
Yeah.
Emu is in control, and so everything is, dark. But then when the sun comes out again,
Yeah.
everything's. But like you said, it can also be Blackbeard, which makes sense because he has the Yami Yami no Mi, right? That's his fruit, is darkness. So it could be either one. I also think Emu just because I mean, it's Emu, Moon. That may be stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Emu.
That may be stupid,
I
but
see the connection.
we have
Partially.
Jupiter, so I don't think it's any dumber than that.
I wonder how they translate these, like how they put these play on words when they translate it, because that's
Yeah.
yeah, that's like,
Oh yeah,
stupid.
I wonder.
Jupiter.
We're gonna have to wait to see what the official like Viz translation is, um, to see if it's any different. But yeah, so that's what we get on that page. So that's a pretty much a huge reveal is all the names of the Gorosei and how they're related to the planets and what they are over, what they're in charge of. Um,
Yeah.
But yeah, and so then Emu says one more thing: retrieve Vivi, and the Gorosei say as you wish. So Emu wants
And
Vivi.
we get a better silhouette of what Vivi, what not, what Emu actually looks like, which is kind of
Is,
weird.
is it a better one than usual?
I think so, just a little bit.
Yeah,
Has a
yeah, yeah.
weird
That
body.
yeah. I think it's just because it's like probably like a cloak or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you go to that previous page with all the Gorosei on it and you look at that panel, that one definitely has because it looks like first of all the eye kind of
It looks,
looks the way Oda draws it looks like more like he would draw like a female eye if that makes
yeah,
sense. You know what
it
I mean?
looks like Devil Robin.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
basically. And it also looks like a little bit of hair, I think, as well on the sides there. It may just be shading, but I think that's hair.
yeah.
So yeah, this is the closest probably we've ever seen of Emu. But we move on for that, and we get meanwhile, um, between the disbanding of the Seven Warlords, and we get basically a Kainu sitting in his office, getting news information about Kingdom's rebellion, rebelling, and then it goes on to say, and the uprisings to and the uprisings in government affiliated nations, the Navy has had their hands full. And we go, however, their military power had already gone in a new direction. And we
Yeah.
get three new Seraphim. Bro, I'm hype. I'm
Yeah, that's
hype. Okay, so first we got S Flamingo, right? I'm guessing.
Mhm.
We don't know the names, but I'm just guessing the names here. S Flamingo, which is a Seraphim of Doflamingo. We got a little kid Doflamingo, dripped out. He looks more drippy than
Got
regular
the same walk too.
Doflamingo. The same walk, the same smile, the same glasses, bro.
Yep.
Uh, and then next to that we got S Gecko. I'm guessing.
So
Um,
if Gecko Moria was actually good, pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah. If Gecko Moria was still solid as hell, that's what the Seraphim is.
Yeah, that's what this
Um,
is. And
and then we got my personal favorite out of all the Seraphim to date. Honestly, like, bro, looks so cold. S Crocodile, bro. A
yep.
crocodile
Which
Seraphim.
is which I'm excited about just to see what his power is because these other two are Paramecias.
Hmm,
We've seen they
hmm.
can recreate that, but we don't know about a Logia. This is the first Logia
Yeah.
we've seen from
So
him.
S Crocodile could have a different fruit power than the regular crocodile.
Yeah.
And if so, then like what would they give him? Because what we know from Crocodile is that his whole fighting style is based on his devil fruit. He's very devil fruit reliant. So he doesn't he's not a swordsman. He doesn't have any very like special particular skills besides his devil fruit. So I think it would be interesting to see how this S Crocodile fights if it has the Suna Suna
Yeah.
no Mi or if it has a different fruit. But yeah, just the
Another thing we
design.
don't know is if the Seraphim can swim. They technically haven't eaten a devil fruit. I don't know if that's really important. Still.
That's true. I mean, yeah, that could be
Yeah.
pretty important, honestly, because the sea not only like it's not only that they can't swim, but like it weakens them. So
Yeah.
if the seraphim aren't affected by like sea prism stone, that's basically like a
They may be monsters.
yeah, that's like a devil fruit with no drawbacks, bro.
Like imagine the Jimbei one. It's Jimbei. He has
Yeah,
the swim fruit and he can use fisherman karate. So he could probably use it in the ocean and he could probably use it
yeah, that's
on
crazy
land.
that you'd be able to swim on anything, on land and on water, and fuck
Yep.
everything up. Holy shit, yeah, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. We need confirmation on that. uh, but we move on and we get back to the present, which is Sabo. Sabo. This whole flashback has been Sabo telling Ivankov and Dragon about what happened at the reverie. And he said the second we Dr. Lucia, the people arrested their king and princess, and they were just waiting to ambush the royals. We kind of saw that at the chapter when Lucia got destroyed. Um, And we also get the reason, I think what's most important here, the reason that um, Sabo isn't dead is because he wasn't actually on Lelucia when it got destroyed. He had just left basically and was on the way to the Kamabaka Kingdom when Lelucia got blown up.
He just turned around and saw that shit gone. Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much, which is
yeah,
wild.
he got lucky as hell.
But what even
Um,
hurt him though? He's a Logia.
he is a Logia, but we don't know the um like because I feel like if you nuke Sabo, he's still gonna die the same way Akainu punched through Ace. You know what I mean? He's magma, so he's hotter than fire. You know what I mean? So if you nuke a nuke is hotter than magma. I'm guessing. So like I feel like Sabo wouldn't survive that.
That's weird though. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I see what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I think I don't like talking
Plus,
about Marine
we
Corps.
don't
It's just
know the
too
nature.
inconsistent.
We don't know the nature of the blast. We don't know what the blast was or what it was made
Yeah.
out of. So
She did say Mother Flame.
she did. She did say Mother Flame. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. And how is it powered? Well, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
But anyway, he's telling them about what happened.
No.
He's yeah. This may be if Adele comes back into the story, it's gonna have to do with something with Uranus
I can
probably.
honestly see Nell coming back into the story, but being like a slave and just like a power source. They just
Mm,
have him
okay.
strapped up somewhere, taking his energy. It'd be kind of
My
sad, but
my boy, not my boy. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, now that she said that, that's a good theory, bro. What if Adele is in that bitch, man? What
that
if
boy's a battery.
Adele?
He's just an unlimited battery.
No. Oh man, free my boy Adele, man.
You know,
Um,
man.
God, bro. But we get Sabo. He's talking about where he saw this huge shadow over the clouds. Um, but we get Ivankov basically saying, uh, Sabo, earlier you said they used the name Emu, and uh, they say when the world we know today was created 800 years ago, one of the first 20 sovereigns was Saint Emu of House Nerona. So we had already kind of gotten this confirmation that Emu was one of the first 20, but now we get kind of what kingdom they were uh, ruler over, I guess. And we get Saint Emu, which is interesting because we also have Saint Saturn and Saint
Yep.
Mars. But it's Saint Emu of House Nerona, and then Ivankov goes on to say basically what every theory about Emu is that they probably had the eternal youth surgery performed on them, right? Because she says, since Vino ability granting eternal youth is said to exist, that must mean someone has used it before, right?
Yeah. So they
This
have to
means
know
there's
that
a
it.
person out there that doesn't need to worry about death. So,
And I wonder. So what extent? Like, if is it just natural death, or
yeah.
can you die like physically?
Right, right. Because we know, kind of crossing streams here. If you look at Dragon Ball Z, right, Master Roshi is immortal, but he's immortal in the way where he doesn't die from old age. But if you kill, like, you can still kill him and he will die.
Yeah.
So
So
it could be like that. Um, and so Sabo says, "Do you think the one I saw is?" And Ivankov goes on to say it could be a coincidence that someone could have the same name, but it would make sense that the only person that the five elders would listen to would be one of the original founders, one of the highest world nobles, because they're one of the original 20 of the world's
I'm not
government.
gonna lie, Ivankov is a fucking genius. Like she's putting all they are putting all this together in like
Yeah,
such a short amount of time with like little information.
right, bro. People sleep on Ivankov sometimes. She goes on to say the celestial dragons fancy themselves as the descendants of the gods after all. And it was one more thing. Assuming that the object you saw above the clouds uh, was a weapon made by the government, then the only one capable of creating such a thing would be Vegapunk. And then Dragon goes, okay, hold on, Eva. Vegapunk would never create a machine like that. Would never create a killing machine like that. And then Ivankov goes, so what if it was an ancient weapon? Assuming Emu has been living since ancient times, there is a connection. So yeah, Eva's putting all this together. Dragon says, Robin told us the ancient weapons do in fact exist, but if this person has such a weapon, why wait till now to use it? So that's a good question. Why wait till now to use this ancient weapon? And it could be like we talked about before, like maybe it was broken and
Yep.
Vegapunk fixed it. And so
He was
because
the only person that could.
yeah, and so I think Emu said before, like she's basically saying this is a test run. Like let's test it out. So this is probably the first time they've used it since it was fixed. If that's the reason
And I
why,
think he was probably the only smartest person able to fix it if it was broke.
Yeah, true, true. No one else could have fixed it other than Vegapunk,
Yeah.
the world's smartest man. But then we get back to present day Marijois, and we get a celestial dragon has just been sentenced to death. However, this information will never be reported to the outside world. The judge was the former king of the land known as God Valley. He currently serves as the supreme commander of God's Knights. His name is Saint Garling Figerland. And in the man he's sentenced to execution, none other than the one who chose to defend Fishman, Saint Don Quixote Njosgard.
Yeah.
So Njosgard is getting executed for what happened to Charlos, but even more important, we get the reveal of the previous king of God Valley, and his name is Saint Garland Figerland. And now that I'm looking at him again, he might be the moon.
Just because of his face. Yeah,
Because
his head looks like a crescent moon, pretty
yes,
much.
his face is shaped like a
His hair.
crescent moon. So like it's his hair and his beard come together to look like a crescent moon. So it could be that. And he is the supreme commander of the God's Knights, which we
Yeah.
just found out about, a couple of chapters ago. The God's Knights are like the highest, not authority, but highest like ranking soldiers basically in the Holy Land of Marijois. And we get Guard up on a stake basically, and uh, Fegerland says anyone who protects scum is lower than the scum they protect.
Just some fascist wild shit to say.
Yes,
That's
yes. It's crazy. It's literally crazy, but yeah, that's it. And he's holding a sword, so I'm interested. I'm interested if that's like a supreme
it's gotta
grade
be.
sword.
It's gotta be the top of the top sword.
You think it's a black blade?
Um, I mean, if he was the previous king of God Valley, it's possible.
Yeah,
The fact that we only seen two,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
even
It's
the
good enough.
Gorosei, that was his name. Have a black blade.
I think it's Venus.
Have we seen
Venus
his board?
has. We
She
haven't seen it unsheathed.
okay.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, not Venus. Venus Duro. It's fucking stupid. I'm just gonna
So
call them by their.
Venus.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call them by their planets, bro. I'm just gonna call them by their planets. So yeah, Venus has the Edai tattoo, but we haven't seen it, so we don't know if it's black or not. And we have this sword that Fegerland is holding. Holding. We don't know if it's black or not. And we get like the other Gorosei, or not Gorosei, but Celestial Dragons in the background, like celebrating. I think that's Charles's dad or something. But
I think
this
that's
is
Charlos
actually,
behind him too.
is that Oh yeah, it may be.
So
I'd have to
he's not
zoom
dead,
in. Yeah,
unfortunately. Maybe not.
unfortunately.
It may not be him.
Yeah, hopefully
It
it's not.
looks
Maybe he just has the same hair.
yeah.
There's no way Guard is dying and Charlos isn't, bro. I'm gonna be hot.
Who would save him though?
No, no, he's dead. No,
Kuma?
he's dead. He's dying for sure.
He's dead.
Oh wait, Kuma could save him.
Kuma's going back. I don't know why he would though.
Maybe not like directly, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know
But
what you
like,
mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like Kuma could come up there and start raising hell, and then somehow
Jumps on
Yasgard
Kuma's back and gets
escapes.
the fuck out of
It could be something like that. It could be something like that. So maybe Yasgard won't die. But this is really interesting because we get confirmation that the celestial dragons are ab- they're above the law to a certain extent. We have here Fiegerland, and it says a man who can even judge the celestial dragons.
there.
You know what I mean? So like, would Fiegerland have more power? Obviously, he probably couldn't like kill a celestial dragon for no reason and get away with it. But he is like the judge of celestial dragons. That's a pretty
It's
high
probably like
authority.
it's probably right under the Gorosei.
Yeah, yeah, that's a pretty high authority. So we're just getting all these reveals in this chapter. We got the Gorosei. We got kind of information about Emu. That's still speculation, even in canon, but you know, it's still a lot of information, and we get Feverland. So, like this chapter was heat, bro,
Yeah, it
heat.
was.
And then we get a note from Oda saying that he's going to be on a 4-week break because he's getting surgery for an astigmatism. He's getting eye surgery, so he's going to be on break for basically a month, uh, which is cool, bro. You know, it's cool.
Come back with some
Take
heat, man.
Yeah,
You
come
know, you take
just that's all I ask, bro. Just
hasn't
come
taken a
back
break for
with some
like
heat.
years. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, he deserves it, bro. He deserves it.
with some heat.
And these last few chapters have been absolute heat. So if Oda comes back and he, if he keeps this same energy, I feel like it's gonna be better. I
Yeah,
feel like he's gonna come back after some rest and like put the pen to the paper and it's gonna like
animation's gonna
catch
be fire.
flames,
He's
bro.
probably thinking right now and just coming up with some shit in his head right now. Just some heat.
For sure, bro. For sure, bro. But and also this will give the anime some time to catch up a little bit, because I don't think the anime is gonna go on break. So this will give some.
Well, next episode is like a recap.
Yeah, but they've been doing that in Wano. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. Nobody wants to see that again, bro.
No,
I
yeah,
mean,
Wano's already
just get
long
it over
enough,
with.
bro. Right, right.
Just get it over with.
Wano's already long enough, man. Yeah. So maybe the anime will end up being a little closer to the manga. Obviously, we won't be on Egghead by the time,
He
Oda
comes
comes
back.
back. Yeah, but
I don't know. No, we're not.
no, we're not. I think Gear Fifth is slated for July 29th or something, or 19th, or
What?
something like that. Yeah,
What?
I'm pretty sure
How?
that's it. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up, but I'm pretty sure that's when it's slated for. Oh, it's supposed to be
All
an hour
right.
long though. It's supposed to be an hour long.
Oh shit. Okay. The whole movie.
July 23rd, Sunday, July 23rd. It's gonna be episode 1071.
God damn. So, I'm trying to think about where they're at right now. What episodes are they
I
on?
think don't Law and Kid still have to beat Big Mom.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, because they had the
Yeah,
the Zoro fight just
Father
ended.
has to fight. I forgot.
The Zoro fight just ended, so I think that's the only fight that's still up, you know.
And
And
then
plus,
Luffy has to
Luffy
die
does have to die one more time.
again. He has to die
Yeah,
again
yeah.
and come back.
So yeah, I guess they're gonna stretch out plus all the recap episodes they're gonna have in there. They're gonna stretch that motherfucker out, bro.
The episode's gonna be an hour. It's gonna be an hour, bro.
It's gonna be
That
fire.
budget's gonna be nice. That's just gonna
It's
be.
gonna be nice, man. Ooh, it's gonna be fun. So, do you think it's gonna
Damn.
be? What do you think
Woo.
the hour is gonna be though? So what I'm thinking is that 1070 is gonna end off with Luffy being killed, and then like the smile, he was on the
Yeah.
ground, and then
Yeah.
1071 is
Yeah.
gonna be that. But like, do you think it's gonna finish the fight?
I think so.
Do you think it's gonna finish
I
the
think they're
fight?
gonna. I think they're gonna finish Wano. Well, actually, honestly, that's what I'm hoping for. You know, it's One Piece, so you don't know.
That's what I was
But I
saying.
can see. I can see it ending with Momonosuke, like old Momonosuke, telling everybody the fight's over.
Ooh, okay. That would be a good point to end it on. That would be a good point to end it on. I don't know, because the fight, even after Luffy went Gear 5th, was a couple
It
chapters.
was a long fight. It was a long fight.
Yeah.
But it's an
So,
hour. Like the fight with King Zoro, I don't know how many panels that was, but it was 23 minutes. And
that's true.
they did
But
a
but they
lot in
were
20
but
minutes.
they were
Well,
fighting a lot before that, right? That was the end of the fight.
yeah, that's true. So it just could be the fight.
I don't
But
know.
they still like even though they were fighting a lot before that, it wasn't just his fight. It was going back
That was true. It was
before.
going back between between other people's fights. So I get by the time that happens, all the other fights would be finished. So
Yeah. It could just be
maybe
Luffy.
maybe they can, put the rest of the fight into one episode. If it doesn't end with Momonosuke like telling everybody that they're free, I think it ends with like the fist the size of Onigashima.
Yeah.
I think it ends
Pushing
with
Kaido
that.
down.
Yeah. If it doesn't end with but I think those were kind of like, well, I don't know, because when he made the fist, Momonosuke had left already, right?
That's how it's gonna look at animated.
Or did he tell Momonosuke to leave?
So no, when he made the fist, he told him like, "This is your last chance. Move the island."
Yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah,
That's when he finally was strong enough to move it. It's about to destroy that whole island.
okay. Yeah. So I don't know where it's gonna end. I do hope it finishes the fight though. I do hope it finishes this fight, just because Wano is, it's time, bro. It's
Now I'm thinking
time.
about it. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Luffy made a fist the size of Onigashima, right? So doesn't that mean like Kaido, how Kaido lifted it? He could probably just like put it in his hand and just like carry it around if he wanted to,
What? Oh, you
like
think Luffy
Onigashima.
could just grab the island and like move it?
Yeah,
I guess he could. Yeah.
yeah, that was crazy. That's not really important,
Yeah.
but the fact that he could do that is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy. Um, but yeah, also, I know this probably isn't the video for this, but I just want to point out, I don't know if I sent it to you, right? But do you think Kurama could tank that attack? The
What attack?
Onigashima fist? The Bajrangan?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking Naruto gets clapped. I think I changed my opinion, bro. I think Naruto gets clapped.
Finally. Finally.
Like I was thinking about just damn Haki.
Because because look, the Thousand Sunny, I think, is bigger than Kurama is, canonically. And you remember the panel of the Thousand Sunny when it was on Onigashima? It looked like this, bro. It looked like this on Onigashima,
Yeah,
and Luffy just created a fist the size of the whole island.
yeah, bro. I don't know. I think honestly, I didn't even think Luffy's faster than Naruto now. I saw one video. They brought out the numbers. Like I don't know where the fuck
Okay,
they got most of these numbers from,
yeah,
but it honestly sounded like a bunch of bullshit. But they had the panel pixels measured out and shit.
damn.
Yeah, they calculated like future sight
Hmm.
times like how fast they moved with the reaction time, and it just basically trumped all the Naruto.
Yeah,
Made it seem like there's not even a challenge.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Damn, my condolences, because I know you, I know
I
you
don't
you rock
know.
hard for
Yeah, this
Naruto, but
tried, but like I can't deny facts. I mean, if they measured all this shit out, I'm not gonna
yeah,
wrong. You obviously give a way more fucks than I do measuring this shit out. So
yeah, no, that's
uh,
crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, this was a heat chapter. This was a good chapter to leave off on. Um, because now I think, of course, when we come back, my bad as a fly. When we come back, when we come back, we will come back to Egghead, I think,
hopefully,
because we got
or
we
some fight.
yeah, because I mean, we got pretty much the whole reverie closed out now. You know,
Yeah.
we got like everything. So
Dragon hasn't stood up yet.
Dragon has
Motherfucker still in his seat.
he's still
It's a
in
fucking
his
move.
seat.
It's that shit.
Everybody that
Akainu
thought
either, bro.
everybody that thought Dragon was gonna be on Egghead. I mean, maybe he still has a way to get there super fast, but
Well, that's Reverie though. So, but yeah,
no,
that's Sabo
but
coming
Sabo
back
was
to Reverie.
explaining it in present day,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, Dragon might still pull up. We don't know.
Look at the I can't even teleport.
Messed up my hit, but I don't see it anymore. So, all right. Well, you got anything to say? Anything else to say about this chapter, bro?
Uh, chapter.
All right. You think Garcia is about to go to Egghead and turn up?
Well, now we know they're not trash.
Yeah.
At least we still don't know how strong they are. So they let
True.
Sabo get away.
True.
But we know they're not trash. I don't think. Hell.
I think at least we'll get a reveal of what it is.
Yeah.
It won't be a silhouette. If he does decide to turn up, it won't be a silhouette. So that'll be interesting. If
But I
that's
still think it's
if
them.
we get back to Egghead.
I still think they're just gonna escape, not like try to fight or anything.
Yeah. I think they're gonna try to get out of there. I want Vegapunk to get knocked off, but I don't
He
know.
die.
Huh?
He has to give. I said he can die. But at
Yeah.
least give like Usopp or Frankie a buff
Yeah,
before you
yeah,
die.
yeah. Maybe give a little bit more exposition on some stuff. Give some upgrades, and then he can. I want him out of
Kick
here,
the
bro.
bucket.
I want him out of here.
Come on, bro. You done what you need to do, bro. He's basically just created everything that could fuck them up, pretty much.
Yeah.
You've done
He
nothing
can,
but destroy the world.
he can even get put in a pack or on a T-shirt. That's where we're good, bro. We're good. I don't need any more Vegapunk after this. After Egghead, any Vegapunk, even the satellites. Even though I rock with York heavy, but
Yeah, they're gone. I
yeah.
don't care about him either. It's
All
crazy
right,
his build up too.
right? Like he's been since like I'm trying to think of what the earliest mention
I
was.
think probably Alabasta, maybe?
I think it was during like the Alabasta arc, but before
Yeah.
they got to like actual Alabasta Kingdom. Yeah, because I'm rewatching it currently and I'm on Alabasta, and I remember them at least mentioning Vegapunk before they got to the island. So
Okay.
yeah, it's like early on, which is crazy. It's
10
nuts.
1,000 episodes later, still hasn't shown up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy, man. Yeah, just for them to knock him off. Crazy.
A couple
Crazy.
battles, yeah.
Tough.
Oh well.
Yep. He's not my favorite character, so I don't care.
Yeah, I'll go fuck. Top his head off.
All right, but I think that's it for this episode, for this chapter review. Won't have any for a while because One Piece is going on break. Um, but we are going to have some episodes of some other things um, uploaded during that break. Some of them a little One Piece related, but hopefully you'll rock with them. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Let us know what y'all thought about it. Any information that we might have missed that you guys thought were interesting, let us know in the comments or send it to our email address. That's let's talk about it anime@gmail.com. But we'll see you guys next time. Peace.